We'll talk about that.
It's quite poor. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ian and this is a series of videos that I'm doing about how I made the album Black Scars Across My Back, and this is video 4. All of the other videos are linked down below in the description, and I'm going to explain how I wrote the 4th track on the album, which is called the Balloteer.
The new Minister of Labour.
A decent person in the whole world will join with us in saying to the ranks of all the forces and our glorious allies, thank God for the courage and devotion of the sons of free peoples. We know that now we must back it up with intelligent organization and adequate supplies of every kind, and victory is assured, and assured quickly. Nothing must stand in the way. Money, material, energy, everything must be used for the supreme effort, victory.
If this is the first time that you've been here, can I encourage you to go back and have a look at video 1 in the series, as there's quite a bit of backstory to the whole project. So first of all, what is a balladeer? Well, according to the Free Dictionary, a balloteer is a person who has been balloted or conscripted, especially into military service or into the mines. So John Copley, my uncle, was one such balloteer. There's another type of balloteer with an R, and according to the Oxford English Dictionary, this balloteer with the R is an advocate of the ballot or ballotist, later also known as person who cast a vote in a ballot. Now, my use of the title with the R included in the album is a slight modification to the term, because all of the boys and men who were sent down the mines as Bevin boys were part of the ballot that they had no choice over. The way that it used to work is that every week Ernest Bevin would get one of his secretaries to pull a number between 0 and 9 from a hat, and all the men liable to call up that week whose national service registration number ended with that number were directed to work in the mines. There were a few exceptions, but sadly John's appeal was, when he was called up, fell on deaf ears. So I feel in this case that Ernest Bevin is the balloteer, with the lads going down the mines who were conscripted had no choice in the matter. The track The Balloteer started as a live recorded improvisation. This studio is set up so that all of the synths and instruments have their own channel on the Tascam M Model 24 desk, and I record everything going in separate tracks, and that gets recorded onto an SD card, which I then copy across to the studio Mac. So let's have a look at the original video. The audio quality sadly isn't great, but you'll get an idea of what the track was like while I was actually playing it. This recording was captured by the Tascam Model 24 desk, which can work as an audio interface or as a standalone multi-channel recorder. I don't use it as an interface as I record each track onto an SD card. I then cut out the tracks and bits that I didn't like, do a rough mix, and as a way of working I leave it for a few days and then come back to it with fresh ears and tweak it again. I had watched a YouTube video of Ernest Bevin giving his reasoning for why conscripts should have been sent down the mines. And I love the audio, especially some of the more stranger terminology that Ernest Bevin used.
I must interfere with your pleasures and your leisure. The coming weeks is vital, so stick it.
I then tried to license the audio for use on the album, and I had several emails backwards and forwards with AP Archive, who are one of the companies that handle all movie and film footage, and I finally got this reply. Morning, Ian. Thanks for confirming that I needed to confirm some information about what I was going to use the actual audio for. In that case, the price is £1,120 plus VAT. This gives you the whole story for World, Online and in perpetuity. If you would like to go ahead, blah blah blah. So including VAT, which I would get back because we are VAT registered, it was going to cost £1,344, which really just wasn't a viable proposition really. So I started to think about alternatives. I had already made a version using Ernest Bevan's voice, which became the template for subsequent versions.
The new Minister of Labour.
A decent person in the whole world will join with us in saying to the ranks of all the forces and our glorious allies, thank God for the courage and devotion of the sons of free peoples. I
first tried a few of these text-to-speech voices, and I have used them in the past, which they've certainly got better over the last few years. So let's have a quick listen to those.
Every decent person in the whole world will join with us in saying to the ranks of all the forces, and our glorious allies, thank God for the courage and devotion of the sons of free peoples.
We know that now, we must back up with intelligent organisation.
And I tried speeding up and slowing them down, but none of them were right. Bevan was born in Somerset and lived in Devon, and I stumbled across the idea of asking my father-in-law, Brian, who although originally from the north, has lived in Devon for the last 50 years. So I wrote out the Bevan speech, sent it to Brian, who recorded it into an iPad, and then emailed me the file.
Every decent person in the whole world will join with us and saying to the ranks of all the forces and our glorious allies, thank God for the courage and devotion of the sons of free peoples.
And he took a couple of attempts to gauge the pacing of the speech, but Brian nailed it. I didn't use a lot of plugins on the music tracks. I just used Isotope, Relay and Neutron 3. You need to use Relay as it talks to other Isotope plugins. So if you put Relay on every track, you can then use Neutron's visual mixer to see where the placing of each track is. And in fact, at the start of the mixing process, I upgraded my Isotope Ozone mastering suite of plugins to the latest version, and Neutron 3 came as part of that package. I think it's free to download anyway, but again, don't quote me on that. The only other effects that we used were on Brian's Bevan speech, whereby I used Wave's CLA vocal plugin with a brick wall compressor with additional stereo and reverb. I also used Isotope's vinyl to give it all that 1940s dirty sound. I used the original Bevan speech for reference, and there was some additional Valhalla supermassive reverb just on the last two words at the end of the speech. Once mixed, I did about 5 slightly different versions over a couple of weeks, and then mastered it with the rest of the album using Isotope Ozone. The album came out on the 7th of July 2020 on all download and streaming platforms, and I'd like to thank everybody who has bought it, downloaded it and listened to it. And if you've got any questions about this, pop them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. It's worth saying as well that we've got a growing collection of Patreon supporters who get access to extra material, including some of the track demos for this project. So if you'd like to join us, the link is in the description. It starts for as little as £1 a month. And don't forget, you can always ding that little bell if you want to be notified when I post a new video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.
The new Minister of Labour, Ernest Bevan.
Every decent person in the whole world will join with us and saying to the ranks of all the forces and our glorious allies, thank God for the courage and devotion of the sons of free peoples. We know that now we must back it up with intelligent organisation and adequate supplies of every kind, and victory is assured, and assured quickly. Nothing must stand in the way. Money, material, energy, everything must be used for the supreme effort, victory. I must interfere with your pleasures and your leisure. So stick it. I must interfere with your pleasures. The coming weeks is vital, so stick it. Stick it. Not a minute of time or an ounce of material must be wasted. Such loss may mean the loss of some of our precious lands. I must have the help of the employers' associations. I intend to work through these great bodies, and every employer will facilitate my work if he enjoins this association, and every worker if he's a member of his trade union, and they should join together to make the maximum effort to produce at this time my message to you is produce for victory. So stick it. I must interfere with your pleasures.
The new Minister of Labour.
Every decent person in the whole world will join with us and saying to the ranks of all the forces and our glorious allies, thank God for the courage and devotion of the sons of free peoples. Money, material, energy. I must interfere with your pleasures. Everything must be used for the supreme effort. Victory. Such loss may mean the loss of some of our precious land. Such loss may mean the loss of some of our precious lands. Such loss may mean the loss of some of our precious lands.